109 Bassett Street. Some great speeches made tonight. The young girl did a great job. I hope it's not going on deaf ears. I've heard several speeches in the last couple meetings. I don't know what it takes to convince you guys to do what these people are asking. I'm sure a lot of people here have speeches in their mind, but they don't want to come up and say anything. But they're here because they have something, they want to support this program. I'm not sure what dictates a good program. I'd like to tell you a story about a young man back in the 60s who went through the Mr. Eisenhower's auto shop program. He preceded Mr. Pizzuli's program. This young kid didn't do well in school. He didn't fare too well in school. What kept him in the school was the shop programs and Mr. Marnell's track and cross-country programs. So he managed to stay in school because he decided he wanted to be a runner and he wanted to go to the auto shop class. And he got himself through high school just through the passing grade. When he got out of school, he joined the Navy. Well, the Navy determined that one of his problems were he had such a high IQ, he didn't fit well with the other students. So after the Navy, he got perhaps a GI Bill, he went out to UConn, graduated. Today, he works for the state of Vermont as a programmer, and he's 62 years old. That program, which Mr. Grant represents, saved that one young man. You know, I'm a local business, and when I employ someone to do any job, if they have some hands-on experience, it's so beneficial. If they know one end of a screwdriver. You know, they might not be auto mechanics, they might not be carpenters, but if they have a good understanding of all that, it's beneficial to everyone, including anyone at this table. You've heard these speeches before. I don't know how many people want to come up and continue the speeches, but I hope you get the message. And then someone else said, you have the shops. If you take the shops away, they'll never come back. And if we're worried about getting federal money, because, you know, that federal money is no different than state money. It's one pocket or the other. It's our money. So don't spend it if you don't have to. You do everyone a favor if you don't spend the federal money. Because that's what this is all about. I don't really know all the history of why you're doing this. But you take these shops away, it's foolish. And you won't get them back. And now you're going to have a bunch of kids that go through school and may not succeed in math, arithmetic, or whatever. And you know, if you go through some shop class, you better know something about math. Because whether they know it or not, they're learning math when they go to these shops. So again, you know, these people here that may not speak, I'm sure they have something to say just like I do. So understand that when you look around the